Hello everyone, this is VGvSC2A Kaya, and we are in game number 2 of the Zoink versus Texmix matchup. And Texmix is playing as the pink Protoss at the bottom, and the yellow Zerg is going to be Zoink here up at the top. Zoink, of course, is representing the Vile Gaming Network, and Texmix representing SC2 Armory, which is, of course, saying good luck, have fun, jam out. I like that. That is a very cool addition to the typical good luck, have fun. But anyways, I, of course, am cheering on Texmix because I am part of the SC2 community as well. My gamer tag is Akaya on the SC2 Armory site, so definitely hit me up if you guys ever see me on there, or if you have any games that you think would be good for me to cast. I would love to get some more games, especially if I can put a few in the bank for while the beta's down here, because of course on the 7th of June here, Blizzard is going to be taking down the beta for a few weeks while they finish some final hardware and software optimizations, and then of course they will be opening up the beta for a couple more weeks right before the release. But I would like to have a couple of replays casted and ready to go in the bank while the beta is down, so that I can actually upload games slowly while the beta is down, and still have some content streaming out there for you guys, so you continue to watch StarCraft 2 games even while the beta is no longer active. But anyways, in game 1 we did see that Texmix was able to outproduce Zoink on the Lost Temple game, both players expanding a lot, and just a superior unit combination it seemed like from Texmix. He was outnumbered in supply in the amount of units that the Zerg player had, but he had a higher tech set of units, as Texmix was using a lot of Stalkers, Immortals, and Colossi, which those Colossi are just so potent against the Roach Hydra combo, and especially against the Zerglings too. Once those Zerglings line up for the Colossi, they can just do a lot of damage to those Zerg units. But anyways, we are going to see game number 2 here. We'll see if Zoink can take out a win here against Texmix in game number 2, which would allow him to force it into an ace match. Unfortunately for the Vile Gaming Network, but fortunately for SC2 Armory, SC2 Armory has swept both of the first 2 matchups between the sites, and actually Texmix putting down a couple of pylons up here at the top of the map. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. He's going to attempt some kind of a cheese strategy, it looks like, though. Possibly just trying to get the drones from the base of from Zoink off of that base here, but he is actually putting down a cannon, trying to get some vision up on this ledge here, and putting down a cannon in range here, and he actually has a pylon going, so it looks like he is going to try for a serious pylon cheese strategy here, although I'm sure these drones can now see that there is a cannon actually on the low ground here, so I'm not sure why they're not trying to move down here and take that out. But it looks like the probe on the high ground here is going to go down, but that pylon, for some reason they're not going after this pylon, they're just going after that cannon, which that cannon no longer has vision up to the high ground here, as you can see, so he is going to be unable to get any drone kills, but he did manage to get that cannon up there, so if he can manage to somehow get a unit up there to get some vision on that, he will be able to take out some drones, although there are a decent amount of Zerglings here, 8 Zerglings now built up at the base here, so he is going to be able to take out that cannon if he so chooses, but it doesn't look like he is going to move out for the time being, not concerned with it. Actually, I'm sorry, he is moving out now that he has 10 Zerglings, possibly going to take out that cannon here and get it off of his base, because of course if he is able to gain vision to that high ground, he will be able to take out some drones very easily, so narrowly escaping the cannon rush that Texmix was trying to get off on him. And he is actually putting down an early expansion here too, it looks like, and another probe was coming out for Texmix right now, unable to get any more cannons down before the cannon and pylon are taken down by these Zerglings. But there is a fast expansion here going up for Zoink now that he has taken care of that proxy, or that cannon rush attack that Texmix was trying to pull off. But meanwhile, back in the base of Texmix, he does have one cannon up on the ramp trying to defend, but also getting a gateway right now, so it looks like he is going to try to switch into a little bit of a more standard tech pattern here. And the probe for Texmix moving out here now, going to try to do some scouting, and it looks like he has a decent amount of excess resources stored up. I'm not sure if he's going to try to do another cannon rush here, possibly on this natural expansion. We see he is putting his probe right behind the mineral line, and he is getting another pylon here, so Texmix just completely unwilling to give up on this proxy cannon strategy here that he wants to use. But looking back at his base, he is chrono boosting probes out, so trying to get more probes out so that he can continue to get these cannons up and running, which he does have a decent amount of probes. He's got pretty good mineral saturation, and he also has both of his assimilators up and running with 3 probes in each of those. He has a cybernetics core going down as well, so going to be blocking off the remainder of his ramp with a couple of zealots, so that cannon will definitely be be able to hold off a decent amount of Zerglings with the help of those Zealots. And cannons starting to go down for Texmix at this expansion here. And Zoink is able to see it, but he has not responded by putting any units up there yet, so he may be unaware. He may not have yet spotted that this these photon cannons are up and running, and 2 more coming in right now. So he is going to be unable to mine this base at all, moving his Zerglings back up into place, but only 5 Zerglings, not going to be able to do a whole lot here, as these 2 additional cannons are going to be warping in very, very soon here. And he does have a 4th on the way, just barely getting it up before the creep moves up there far enough that he is actually able to not build there anymore, and putting down another pylon as well. So more Zerglings coming up into play, and there is a spine crawler trying to move up here as well. So it looks like he is going to try to chase down this probe, but the probe is going to escape without any issues. And with the 4 cannons on the mineral line for this expansion is essentially useless to the Zerg player until he can clear these cannons out, which moving a bunch of Zerglings up here with these 4 cannons, though, I don't know if he's going to be able to take out all these cannons or not, which he is wasting a lot of Zerglings trying to defend against this cannon rush, which actually the cannon rush is not going to be moving any further forward. He manages to take down 1 cannon, but at what cost? He has lost so many Zerglings right now. And as you can see, both players are pretty even in the number of resources that they're taking in. Oh, but a lot of drones, 3 drones just hatching and immediately going down. But under the units lost here, we can see that 1,100, now 1,200 resources in units lost for the Zerg player right now, as he wasted a lot of Zerglings trying to hold this off. So unfortunately for him, he is going to be in a bad position. He is going to be able to use this hatchery still for production, as no more cannons can be warped in because of the creep around here. But he is not going to be able to take advantage of any additional resources at this base until he's able to mass up enough units to actually go take care of those cannons, unfortunately. He does have the layer tech, and he has a spire up and running, but as we can see, so far no Mutalisk out on the map. Although looking at the production overlay, we can see that he does have 5 producing currently right now, and actually a couple more being ready to produce as well. But he has these Mutalisks coming out to his expansion right now. I'm not sure if he's going to try to take out these cannons with a combination of Zerglings and Mutalisks. That may indeed be exactly what he's going for, but the Protoss player Texmix has moved out some units across the map here and is upgrading level 1, so I imagine he may go for some kind of a timing push here once the level 1 attack upgrade is finished. He is continuing to stream reinforcements across the map right now, and he actually has 2 gateways and another gateway warping in right now. I'm sorry, 3 gateways. He's also getting the robotics facility and a Twilight Council, so we'll see exactly what tech he tries to stick with once he gets those techs up and running. He may be going for some blink, as he did in the last game. We could see that he was actually pretty good at using that blink to get his stalkers into position. He managed to chase down a lot of Mutalisks, which I think that may have actually been the turning point for him to get back into the game. Once he was able to take out the resources that were invested in those Mutalisks last game, that was really the turning point for him, it seemed. He is moving, there are 6 Mutalisks though moving out for Zoink against the Protoss player right now. Only 2 stalkers just now being warped in to try to defend against this, and a couple more coming in right now. It looks like the Zerg player is going to back off. Unfortunately for him though, if he would have focused fired down those 2 stalkers initially, he probably could have taken down the additional 2 that were warping in without a whole lot of trouble, and continued to harass this mineral line until Texmix was able to move in the stalkers and sentries that he had out on the map already. But it looks like the 3 cannons for Texmix remaining up at this expansion, although he is going to lose those very soon, it looks like, to the combined fire of some Zerglings and Mutalisks here that Zoink is moving up into place, taking down the last of these cannons, and Texmix actually going to lose these pylons as well, which I'm not sure. Is that going to put him in the negative? It very well is going to put him in the negative, so he is now at 76 over 66. He needs to get some more pylons up and running very soon here, and as you can see on the production overlay, he is researching blink right now and starting to put down some more pylons. A Hydralisk Den and Zergling speed upgrading for Zoink right now, so he is going to try to use that Zergling speed upgrade to get a good surround on these stalkers and sentries from Texmix right now, which are very, very effective at taking down those ranged units. But it looks like the 6 Mutalisks from Zoink moving out across the map, so at this point the economic advantage for Zoink going to start kicking in, because Texmix has not yet taken an expansion, but I don't know if he has the ability to take on the size of the Protoss force that he has right now, because he has wasted a lot of Zerglings and Mutalisks in trying to defend that cannon rush that was out at his base. And as you can see, a huge economic advantage for the Zerg player right now, as he has had all of his or enough drones transferred over to fully saturate that. Although Zoink is going to GG because he does not have nearly enough to defend against this Protoss offensive. So it looks like Texmix going to 2-0 this matchup. So as of right now in round 1, SC2 Armory has gone 3-0, knocked out 3 of the Vile Gaming players. So round 1 going very, very badly for the Vile Gaming Network, and SC2 Army is in great shape to take down this exhibition matchup between the two community sites. We're going to move on to the next matchup now. GG.